Center offers you a wide range of car accessories, auto parts, tools, and car-related gift ideas. Find everything you need here at Blade Auto Center. You're tuned in to Blade Radio. Blade Radio. Here at Blade Auto Center, we always put our customers first. We know our parts and products, and we've got the best merchandise at the right price. This is Blade Radio. Blade Radio.
All programs on Blade Radio Live are purely for entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the host and the guests do not reflect that of the show, the management, and the company. Now, Bladers, sit back, relax, and enjoy our show.
Sup, Bladers? We're live! We're live on Blade Radio Live. This is Ira Panganiban, and this is your daily drive, your daily tips, your everyday tips for your everyday driver. If you are new to this channel, again, my name is Ira Panganiban. I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, and follow Blade Auto Center on YouTube, Facebook, Lazada, and Shopee. Just look for the keywords Blade Auto Center, and we will be having fun. Let's start our daily drive now. Before I go anywhere, at the end of the show, we will be having a raffle. So what happens? Paano makakasali? Yung first 50 na mag-share ng programang ito will get a chance to be included in the raffle. All you have to do is share the program in your social media accounts. Tapos i-public ninyo, and then mag-comment kayo sa baba ng done, o kaya shared, o kaya shinare ko na. Ganon. Just say it downstairs, and we will put your name in this roulette that you're seeing in your screen, that you will be seeing in your screen. And at the end of the show, we will see who will win a special prize from Blade Auto Center. Please make sure na present kayo at the end of the show para pag tinawag ko yung pangalan ninyo, makasagot kagad kayo ng present. Pag di kayo sumagot ng present, well, forfeited yung prize nyo. We'll go look for another winner. So if you want to win that special prize from Blade Auto Center, please stay until the end of the show. Okay, before I go anywhere, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Here are our sponsors.
Blade Radio Live would like to thank the following sponsors: Dub Project, Hero Motorcycle Accessories, Micro Magic Premium Car Care, Sparco Racing Accessories, Pioneer, Transcend, Bosch, Virtua, Type S. If you like the programs at Blade Radio, please support our sponsors. And now, let's get back to our regular program.
You like anything from our sponsors? May nagustuhan ba kayong produkto doon? Kung gusto ninyo for your motorcycle and car needs, Blade is now available on GrabMart. Same-day delivery like GrabFood para sa mga gusto ng less hassle purchase transaction. You just download the Grab app and follow the 4 easy steps that you're watching on your screen right now, and you can get your orders from Blade Auto Center. Also, Blade is available on Zing app by Ayala Malls anywhere in the Philippines. Mapapadala ang item order ninyo gamit ang Zing app. Again, just download the Zing app and follow the 4 easy steps you can see on your screen so that you can get your orders from Blade Auto Center. Dahil ang situation natin ngayon, gusto ng Blade na to make your shopping easier and safer, pwedeng COD or card payment para cashless. What are you waiting for? Download the Grab and Zing app at mag-shop online na sa Blade for your car and motorcycle needs. There you go. Diba? Okay yun. Yan yung yan yung ating online app. Teka, tama na yan. Kung ano pa sinasabi ko, may guest tayo. Puntahan na natin yung guest natin, ha. At nakasama natin ngayon live sa ating live stream ang pwede ko nang tawagin itong tito ng racing lifestyle, di ba? Dito sa Pilipinas. Medyo bata pa to para tawagin tito, pero uunahan ko na, di ba? Ito ang tito ng racing life sa Pilipinas. Ang ating kaibigan, our good friend, JP Tuason. Good morning, JP. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Okay ba yun? Tito ng racing lifestyle?
Oo nga.
Di ba?
Don't worry, Tito Ira. Present tayo lahat. Present.
Present, di ba?
It's good to see you.
Yeah, I know. Alam mo, ladies and gentlemen, si JP, kung gusto nyo matutong kumarera, this is the best guy to talk to. He will teach you how to sit in the car, operate the car. He will teach you how to drive, and then he will teach you how to race. I have a lot of friends who joined the Vios Cup who did not even know how to drive. In the end, nagpo-podium pa dun sa Vios Cup. Diba? Sino yung mga ganon na JP? May mga ganon na ba tayong experience?
Yes. Parang may naalala ang Ira Panganiban na naging Vios Cup race driver. Diba?
No, like Sam YG. I remember Sam YG wasn't really a good driver when he started with the Vios Cup. And he ended up doing podium yata, di ba? If I remember correctly, during the first
right.
years.
And we've got Fabio Ide, we've got Troy Montero that are all current Vios Cup drivers, and then we've also got Rian Ramos. We also have Fomela Baranda.
Yeah, so
we have great drivers there.
Yeah, but they started out like not knowing how to drive actually. So
That's right.
so
That's right.
see, this is what the JP does to people who really want to learn how to race, diba? Now, in the last weekend was the first weekend of the Vios Cup.
Yes.
It was very interesting. It was a very interesting race because one of the youngest drivers came out on top, and he was very good. Inigo Anton actually is his name.
Yes.
Could you run us through the excitement of what happened to the Vios Cup over the weekend, JP?
Well, the Vios Cup has been going on for about 7 years now. It's our 7th season, and we've been working with Toyota on this project for about 9 years. Now, the interesting thing about last weekend is we've been on a break for the year 2020 because of the pandemic. So we've come back this year. It's our first race weekend for 2021 season. And we had 24 cars on the grid. We had more cars this year than we had in 2019. We started off with 22. And it's only because of the travel restrictions that we didn't have over 30 cars racing last weekend. So hopefully by in September, when we go into our second leg, travel restrictions from Cebu, Iloilo, and Davao will be lifted. And we should have over 30 cars on the grid for our next race. Now, we did have a lot of really great racing last weekend, and we had a lot of notable finishes. Like, for example, we had Inigo Anton that won his class. First time in a touring car, and he is 17 years old. He won his class. Great race, clean race from him as well, and we're very proud to see that the Vios Cup is able to develop these young and up-and-coming race car drivers.
There was another. I think he's in the promotion. Is he in the promotion? No, in the expert. What we call the expert category again. I keep forgetting that. But this other guy who won last weekend. What's his name? He's also a young boy. Oh man, this is Tito moment. This is senior moment. Kanina alam ko eh.
Well, we had Estefano Rivera also win a race in the super sporting class, and this is sort of the modified, slightly modified Vios. They go a little bit faster than the other cars with these modifications, and he basically dominated the first race. And he did very, very well. And he's definitely a contender for the season. So he was last 2019's champion for Formula V1 and has
Mhm.
come into the Vios Cup as a very strong contender for the title.
Yes.
Another interesting person to watch out for is in the promotional class. We have Myla, and
Yeah.
Myla has been in the VS Cup for a couple of years now, but she's now looking to dominate also the promotional class, winning her first race last weekend. And another lady driver was also on the podium. We have Julia de Los Angeles. So
Mhm.
it's quite an interesting grid that we have this year.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that, no, because in the Vios Cup, it's not all sabi nila, I mean, yung car race is only a man's world, but in the Vios Cup, we see women dominating the track. I mean, we see women passing some of the other what we thought of were fast drivers in the past, and yeah,
Well, I think
how did
Ira, the ladies have shown that in motorsports it's equal opportunity. Just
Mhm,
because
mhm.
they're ladies doesn't mean that they're necessarily slower. As a matter of fact, as you just said, quite a few of them have gone on to be faster than the boys and have beaten the boys on track. And we've seen this again with Fem Baranda. We've seen this with Gabby De La Merced. In other race series, we've seen Michelle Bumgarner. So there's a lot of fast lady drivers out there. And I think the Vios Cup being a grassroots uh, motorsports program where people have different levels of opportunity to come into the series, it's a perfect place for lady drivers to shine.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What the TRS did in the Vios Cup was to highlight the capabilities of women, of ladies in motorsports. Kasi like what James Deegan was saying over the weekend in his commentary, in other sports, you cannot match up a male and a female ng sabayan because
Yeah,
because of physical attributes, medyo hindi magandang pagsabayin sila, di ba? Pero
yeah,
sa
yeah.
motorsports, pwede ang sabayan ang lalaki at saka babae. The skill level can reach to a point where pareho sila ang lalaki at saka ang babae ng skill level and pagalingan na lang ng diskarte yung gagawin nila to win a race.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And just like if you watch the UFC, right? You can't have a guy going up against a girl at the
No,
UFC.
no,
Just it's not gonna
no,
happen, right? But
no.
in the VS Cup, it's equal opportunity. And again, it could be the girl winning the race. It could be the guy winning the race. I think depending on the situation, it can be anybody.
Yeah, I remember the matchup between Fem Baranda and Gino Rufino in the few races a
Yeah,
while ago. Those are
that's right.
talagang babae at lalaki pero naglalaban sila for first place. Di ba?
That's
In the
right. That's
promotional
a
class.
long-standing rivalry, and
Yeah,
in the recent past, I think it was Fem that came out on top with that one.
exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying. It was the lady who won against
yeah,
the gentleman in the race. And that's that's what I'm highlighting here. You know, what TRS was able to do at the Vios Cup is it was able to push the motorsports into another level, at least here locally in the Philippines, by matching up both men and women on the same grid, on the same track, on the same race.
yeah. I mean, we've worked very very closely with Toyota Motors Philippines, and I want to thank them uh, for letting us organize the VS Cup. It's always been our dream to run a one make series of this size. And working together closely with them, we've been able to grow it over the years to, I think the biggest grid we had was we had 65 cars in
Yes.
2018. Sorry, in 2017, we had
2017, yeah.
65 cars. And hopefully with the economy getting better, with the restrictions easing up, we can grow the series close to those levels again.
And okay, so enough with the Vios Cup, but we're still on motorsports. I'd like to ask you, how is the motorsports industry doing in the Philippines? I mean, you've been running parallel competition, Formula V1, You've been doing the online virtual races, and of course, you've been doing
Yeah.
Vios Cup. So how is it? How is it doing at the moment?
Well, I think now is the time to sort of resurrect motorsports in the Philippines. In 2019, before the pandemic hit, I think motorsports in the Philippines was flourishing. We had to have been on a sort of a high or golden years for local motorsports.
Mhm, mhm.
But it's been a bit difficult lately, and to share with you sort of the challenges. Um, we can't go back to what we used to do, right? With the
Yeah, yeah.
pandemic still here, motorsports has a lot of challenges, and I think the main challenge there is to be able to roll with the times. And what I mean by that is there have been a lot of protocols put in place to make sure that we can conduct these races in a safe way. So,
Mhm,
for
mhm.
example, last weekend when we did the Vios Cup, usually we have a head count for the weekend of about 10,000 people.
Yes,
It's crazy.
yes, yeah.
The Vios Cup, the parking leading to the racetrack, um,
It's,
is about a kilometer away from the circuit. People have to get shuttled or have to walk a kilometer to get to the track to be able to watch. I mean, it's that
it's
well
insane.
attended, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
is. It is
insane. Yeah.
insane. And I've had messages over messages over messages of people that have been wanting to come to the races. And we've actually had to reduce the head count to stay well within the IATF restrictions. So from 10,000 people for the weekend, we only had about 600, less than 600 people at the track physically.
Yeah,
So that's a
yeah.
big reduction in terms of head
Mhm,
count.
mhm.
And what that meant was instead of having all of those people at the circuit, we turned that into a live show on Facebook, which by the time it's all over, we'll probably have close to 1 million people that has watched the Vios
Yeah,
Cup activities
yeah.
for the weekend.
Mhm.
We also had to restrict, because of the head count, we had to restrict the number of guests as well. So there were no on-site spectators. There was reduced guests. So the drivers were only actually allowed to bring two mechanics and one guest each. So
Yeah.
for the drivers, it was a bit of a bummer. They weren't able to bring their families, but only one guest. So maybe if the dad was the sponsor, then the dad or something to that effect. The
Mhm,
teams were
mhm.
asked to stay in the paddocks only, so it was kind of like a little bubble. So all the
Yeah.
teams just stay in their paddocks. Nobody was loitering around. If you kind of saw how that worked. And
Mhm,
then
mhm.
here's the interesting thing. Unlike other motorsports activities, we require everybody. So all 570 plus people that were at the circuit, everybody had to get a PCR test.
Which
So
is very
everybody had to
tedious.
be tested. It was
Yeah.
very tedious, but I think at least for the next 6 months to a year, I think will be necessary. And we want to lead the way as race organizers to show that, guys, this is how it needs to be done. This is how it's being done in other countries. We're following IATF regulations. We're following the FIA regulations. And by doing it this way, we're going to ensure that, everybody at the circuit, the teams, the drivers, the organizers, everybody feels more comfortable. Everybody feels safe, that it's organized in a proper way, right? So at the track as well, we had contact tracing, we had temperature tests, we had alcohol dispensers everywhere, and
Mhm.
all of the physical activities that we used to do, like the drivers briefings, the driver introductions, everything was done online. It was done on Zoom, and again, it was done to keep physical contact between people at a minimum. And again, by doing that, I think we did a great job of pulling off a safe motorsports event in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, and all of these that you're doing will make sure na yun nga, we can keep up, we can keep doing these races. At least pwede naman mapanood sa TV. I will ask you a few more questions. We'll veer off from the motorsports after a while. But let's do that in a little while. I'll have to do some commercial breaks. I'll get back to you in a little while, JP, okay?
Of course, no problem.
Hello, Bladers. Are you thinking of holding on to your car for quite a bit more? Maybe you're having different priorities at the moment? Some usually change their cars every 5 years. Or, your current car has a sentimental value to you? Welcome to our Daily Drive, everyday tips for the everyday driver. Here's how you could update your car features to make it new or update it with current trends. Upgrade your lighting kits. You can't really expect a used car with studio quality lighting to flatter your car interior. If you're not happy with the yellowish stock interior lighting that comes in almost every used car, you can easily have it replaced. Most of these are made with bulbs that dim over time and may die due to lack of maintenance. Upgrade to LEDs. It's much brighter and lasts longer than regular bulbs. Get a dash camera. In modern cars, the dash cam has a monitor that also functions as the rear view mirror. Most cars would even have a 360-degree camera, but you can buy the next best thing for your car. This has saved drivers all over the world from crimes, false accusations, and insurance companies when they get into an accident. Upgrade your interior seats. If you're tired of your uncomfortable seat that leaves your back and bottom sore after long drives, then rejoice. Because there is a solution. This upgrade doesn't require that you replace or remove your stock seat. The upgraded seat feature can be purchased at an auto supply store, or you can have one custom made. It resembles a thick pad of cushion with mechanisms inside it as well as a battery. Get a remote starter. If you know modern cars, then we assume you also know the remote start feature, push button start, and keyless entry. Older model cars don't have this feature since they also still use the traditional key method. But many wish for this not just for a luxurious and modern touch. A lot of senior car owners who have arthritis fancy the push start engine because they won't have to insert and turn a key with their shaky hands. While you may not be able to fully convert your vehicle to the keyless, push start engine type, you can get the next closest thing. Do you agree with our list? Or did we miss some upgrades you've been thinking? Comment down below so we can discuss it. We publish a new episode every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so that you don't miss out on all of our new releases. For more driving and car care tips, visit us at www.blade.ph. Blade Auto Center, it's Blade, it's better.
And we're live. We're back. Thank you very much for staying, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, our guest, the Tito of the racing lifestyle here in the Philippines, JP Tuason. Welcome back, JP.
How you doing?
All right. Now, let's go to... We've talked about your Vios Cup life, your other motorsports life. Now, I'd like to ask you, let's go to you personally. Let's do something personal. Okay. Now, very few successful people I know. No, actually, most of the successful people I know do think become successful because they pick out a certain skill, a certain personal skill in their life, and then work on it. In your case, you did have a skill. You're a champion race driver, and that is unquestioned. But instead of just focusing on being a champion race driver, you built a business around it. Where did all that idea start?
Yeah, so when I was young, I was involved in motorsports with my family. My dad was a race car driver. My younger brother was a race car driver, and I wanted to stay in motorsports after my father passed away. So my dad was my big sponsor, and I was racing because of him. Now, when he passed away, I lost my biggest sponsor, and I was like, shucks, how do I stay in motorsports? So I realized very quickly that if I wanted to stay in motorsports and be the race car driver, then the money would be going away from me, right? I would be
Yeah,
spending
exactly.
money, which I didn't have at the time. So what we tried to do was figure out a way to bring money towards us, and that
Hmm.
became the basis for the race school. We wanted to share our passion for motorsports with other people, and we started in 1999, and 22 years later, here we are.
Okay, in 1999, there was about 5 or ten
There was
percent, or
there wasn't
absolutely
much.
no motorsports, and well, there's probably a little motorsports in the country. So it must have been a hard
Yeah.
climb.
Yeah, so when we first started it started as a hobby business. I started the company with myself, my wife, Jeanette, and my younger brother. And the three of us, our first event or activity was a go-kart racing clinic in 1999. And
I remember
it's
those. I
crazy,
remember. I
right?
remember
Yeah,
those
it's
go kart
crazy.
days. I remember those. Yeah.
We had, I think we had 150 drivers come and participate in the clinic in our first year. Um, and ever since then, it's grown by leaps and bounds. In 2003, we made the switch from teaching people how to go karts to starting to teach people how to race cars. And I think that was the key. That switch was the key when we first landed our first automotive partner, which was Ford.
Hmm.
And at
Hmm.
the time, we were relentless. We were working. I remember it very clearly. It was December 2002, and we were in our little office, which was probably about the size of a box. It
Yeah.
was me, my younger brother, and Jeanette, and we were emailing people left and right, asking if we could present our idea to run a race school for cars. And this was December. This was just before Christmas, and it's crazy because we must have sent out a couple of hundred emails, and one email came back, and they said, "Hey, this is a really interesting idea. Call us after the new year." And it was an email from Maricar Parco from Ford,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was the start of our 10-year partnership with Ford.
Yeah. I remember.
So
I remember that. You
yeah.
started with the Ford Links Cup, right? Was it the
We
Ford Links
started
Cup?
with the Ford Links Cup, and then we
Yeah.
moved on to three different types of Ford Focus race cars and
Hmm.
school
Hmm.
cars. And then we ended our motorsports relationship with them doing the Fiesta Cup.
Yeah.
And on the sidelines, we worked with Steven Tan, who was the boss of Mazda,
Umasa
which was
then.
the
Or still now.
sister
Oh.
company of Ford at
Yeah.
the time. And we did a drifting program with him using the BT50 trucks.
The pickup. The pick.
Yeah, the
That
drift
was
trucks. They were crazy, right?
that
They were
was
crazy.
that was crazy. That was very original because nobody was drifting pickups. You were the only
That's
guys
right.
who
Yeah,
I don't know had the ball
we were the
to.
only crazy people that do stuff like that. But over the years, we've done a lot of crazy, innovative stuff, which has kind of just helped us move forward and forward and forward. And then when we ended our relationship with Ford, and this coincided with their manufacturing plant closing in the Philippines.
Yes.
We were lucky enough to present our credentials and our idea to Toyota, and they said, "Hey, you know what? The timing is good. We're looking at doing something the following year." So we used our 1 year downtime to sort of plan for the Vios Cup, and at the moment we've had a 9 year relationship with Toyota, which has been fantastic, and
Hmm. Hmm.
we're moving on to bigger and better cars, which you will see on Saturday when I see you. You're on the list, man.
I'm on the list. I'm on the list. I'm gonna.
You're on
I
the
want.
list, yeah. So I'll see you.
I'm glad I'm on that list. I wasn't able to go to Clark last weekend. It wasn't because of anything. I just totally forgot. This quarantine situation makes me. It's getting into my brain, so I got to get out of the house more often now. I
hear you,
forget
my
things
friend.
now. I forget things
I
now.
hear you. I hear you. I gotta write everything down.
Yeah, everything has to be scheduled. Anyway, TRS. Of course,
Yeah.
that's your baby. That's you and Jeanette's. That's yours and Jeanette's baby.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Jeanette belated. Have you gotten her a gift
Yep.
already? It's all over the
Uh,
Facebook. So
yeah, I still have to figure the gift out. So for all of you guys out there, if you haven't greeted my wife, please do so. It's for my own safety. Thank you very much.
okay, that joke has been running. But let's go to TRS. Okay,
Yeah.
Quason Racing School.
Yeah.
This is the baby. This is the fruit of all your sleepless nights, of all the jitters and the stress and the headaches and the whatever it is that goes through your system whenever you think about it. Um, Tell us about it. How is it? What does it do? Aside from motorsports, does it do anything else, JP?
Yeah, so a lot of people they see the VS Cup, and that's really our biggest motorsports project. But we're actually involved in a lot of other things. So we do have our own race series. It's called Formula V1, and the idea behind this project is we've always wanted to build our own single seater. So this was one of our dreams. 15 years ago, this is one of the things that we wrote down that we said, hey, we want to accomplish this. And
Mm-hmm.
in 2017, we partnered with West Racing in Japan to manufacture single seaters here in the Philippines. So
Mm-hmm.
they manufacture about 60% of the car there, and we do about 40% locally. And then we assemble the car, we sell the car here, and we run the race series called Formula V1.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, we're now involved in a lot of virtual or online racing, and this was born last year in the pandemic. When we locked down, we realized very quickly that this was going to last a while, and we not only did we want to keep motorsports alive, but we
Yeah.
also wanted to make sure that we could provide an outlet for all of the fans out there. So
Mm-hmm.
we started running online racing games. We did it as a charity activity for frontliners, and we generated over 400,000 peso, which we donated to different institutions.
Congratulations.
And
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. And that has kind of grown from last year to this year, where we're now organizing the GR Super Cup for Toyota. We're doing our Formula V1 virtual race series again, and it'll be sort of parallel with the actual race series that we're doing at Clark. And
Mm-hmm.
then we're going to end the race series this year with a regional Formula V1 virtual cup. So the local winners from our Formula V1 race will actually compete against racers virtually all over Asia. So we wanted to do an Asian race series for Formula V1, but because of the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, it's not possible. So we've now turned it into a virtual racing series, which will go across
Excellent.
Southeast Asia, and we will broadcast that on our Facebook page for everybody to watch. And it's been crazy because the all of our activities we've turned into online content, and the content has just gone viral for all of the race fans. So I want to thank
Oh,
all of you guys out there that have been watching and supporting. Thank you, thank you.
of course. Of course, you got a lot of
Yeah,
supporters. Although
thank you.
at the start of the show, the program, I did mention that you are also into teaching people how to drive. Not only teaching people how to race, but how to actually drive. That is true,
Yeah,
isn't it, JP?
yeah. So we were one of the biggest defensive driving academies or schools before the pandemic and closed everybody up. And we were probably training anywhere between 5 and 6,000 people a year in road safety seminars across
Mm-hmm.
the country. So we would
Mm-hmm.
actually travel to Baguio, La Union, Pampanga, Iloilo, Cebu, Davao, aside from doing a lot of seminars in Metro Manila.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that kind of stopped last year because of the pandemic. But now We're coming back to doing it again, but a lot of our programs are going to be online sessions, and hopefully we can start training a lot of the drivers again because as you guys have seen, um, traffic has come back with a vengeance. So
Terrible,
there's a
terrible.
lot of people driving out there, and we want to make sure that we can educate those people. And again, rolling with the times, we've turned our physical seminar into an online seminar, and we're launching that this year. And hopefully we can, hopefully we can partner up and do some stuff as well, because for us, road safety is very, very important. So yes, Ira, on one side, we do a lot of motorsport stuff, which we're very famous for. And on the flip side, we do a lot of CSR stuff and work with other corporate partners to do road safety training for people to keep away from road accidents.
From working with you and from working with the motorsports people in the last, I don't know, 20 years, the one thing that I've noticed is, and it's very peculiar, people who know how to race on the track, run fast on the track, are seldom crazy drivers on the road. And I guess it's because of the training that they get, and telling them what happens at high speed, and having experienced a real high speed chase on the track. Um, I have not seen a race car driver drive crazy on the road. Is this true in your experience also, JP?
Well, I think it's hard for me to talk about the other race car drivers, but personally, because of all the accidents that we've been in, and I guess driving fast at the track, there's no need for us to drive quickly on the roads. We're tired of it. As a matter of fact, when people ask us, people ask me all the time, so what's your daily drive? And our answer is a Grandia van. So
Yeah.
I ride around in a Grandia van all the time because I have a driver, right? It's because when we're at the track, we're tired of driving all day long. So when we're on the streets, instead of being stuck in traffic, we'd rather have somebody else drive us around slowly. So yeah, I think most race car drivers, again, I don't want to say all, but most race car drivers, when they're on the roads, they're more chill because they get their fill driving at the track. And with the traffic that we have in the Philippines, it makes no sense to go quickly anyway. So yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. Anyway, I have to let you go because my time is almost up. But this has been a very, very interesting conversation, and I always love having these talks with you, JP. But before you go, would you like to tell us anything? Would you like to tell our audience, our supporters, anything, JP?
Yeah. So first of all, I want to congratulate you, Ira, on the show. I think it's fantastic format that you have, and it's such a great pivot for you to make. And I wish you all the success. And I think with the way you guys are doing it, there's nowhere to go but up for you guys. So congratulations.
Thank you.
For all your viewers out there, I want to invite you guys to watch the races online. We've got a lot of races coming up online. We've got the Vios Cup. We've got Formula V1. We have a lot of Toyota GR activities, Gazoo racing activities coming up that you can watch online. And if you want to be part of the action, we've got a lot of virtual racing, and it's so easy to join. Registration is free. There's no cost to actually join. You don't need to have the expensive steering wheel. You can actually join with a controller or the keyboard. So it's super duper simple. So go to our Facebook page, check us out. There's a lot of information there at Tuason Racing, and hope to see you guys at the races. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, JP. It's nice talking to you, and it's always a pleasure having you. And I will have you again in the future, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, JP Tuason of Tuason Racing School, and he's the guy who runs the Vios Cup, the Formula V1 Cup, and the many of the online races that you have been experiencing right now, like the Supra GT and the Formula V1 virtual race. So that is our JP Tuason. Thank you, JP. Thank you. You have a good day. All right. Now, what do we do? Oh, yeah, I got to do this. I gotta do this commercial. So this is your products from petshop.ph. Yes, your one-stop shop for all your pet requirements. Everything that your pet needs, you can get it from petshop.ph. You have this here cat cuisine, and you have this here lamb and chicken for your dogs. Oh, it fell. Diba? Okay, that's there. And then, of course, for everything else, if you want to give your dogs a bath, you have our Dog Plus shampoos and conditioners to get the fur of your dog really, really nice and shiny and clean, of course. Our Dog Plus shampoo and conditioners. There you go. You have it all from petshop.ph. Of course, this one I used a long time ago when my puppy Jonah was when my pet Jonah was a little puppy. This is your disposable diapers by Dono. Yeah, you need this, especially for a puppy because they just poop and pee everywhere. So you put them diapers. Diba? Even your pets have diapers. You get this Dono disposable diapers from petshop.ph. Don't forget, it's petshop.ph for all your pet companion and pet care needs. This is your one-stop shop for all your pet needs and pet care needs. Whatever your pet is, dog, cat, hamsters, rabbits, snakes. For those who like to make snakes their pets, you can get this at petshop.ph. If you are interested, you can go to www.petshop.ph. That's their website. If you like to shop at Shopee, you just type the keywords petshop.ph. In Lazada, it's petshop.ph. But if you want to go to a physical store, you can go to their physical stores at Clipper in Festival Mall, Alabang, Clipper in Harbor Point in Subic, Clipper in Marquee Mall, Angeles City, and Clipper in Feliz Mall, Marikina City. That's petshop.ph, your one-stop shop store for all your pet needs and requirements. All right, that's it. Also, don't forget our Car Club Philippines Facebook group. Yes, please join Car Club Philippines Facebook group. This group gives you updates on the road, on the spot, like traffic or floods or crashes or anything of the sort. You can find it here. Also, we give our members post videos of erring and loony drivers, or to show you how not to drive. And if ever something happens to you on the road, your car breaks down, you get a flat tire or something, just post it on Car Club Philippines Facebook group, and one of the members will find their way to you and give you a hand, give you a rescue. That's our Car Club Philippines Facebook group. All right, don't go away. We'll have a short break, and then we'll go to our industry news.
Patuloy na umiikot, minsan ay nasa taas. patuloy na dumadaloy. Minsan kalmado, tahimik, minsan rumaragasan. Parang laging nagdadala, huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Hugot ng lakas, huwag mag-alala. Sa bawat pagbagsak ay pagkakataong umangat. Pagdadaig sa pagsubok na dumarating, sa kadiliman mas magniningning ang liwanag mo. Magtungan tayo, huwag kang susuko. Tuloy mo ang paglalakbay nagsisimula sa unang hakbang at makakaya pag may kasama ka.
On! And we're back now for some industry news. Some news coming from our. Welcome back to Blade Radio Live. This is our daily drive. Let's go get some news from the automotive industry. Let's start with Nissan Philippines, because Nissan has unveiled an electric vehicle, a new electric vehicle. They call it the EV36 Nissan unveiled their Nissan EV36 a 1 billion flagship electric vehicle hub, creating a world's first EV electric vehicle manufacturing ecosystem. It is centered around the record-breaking plant in Sunderland, UK. Nissan EV36 will supercharge the company's drive to carbon neutrality and establish a new 360-degree solution for zero-emission motoring. That's your industry news from Nissan. Next is Land Rover Philippines. Land Rover Philippines brings the Defender 90, the new Defender 90 to the Philippines. This Coventry Motors Corporation is the sole authorized distributor of Jaguar and Land Rover in the Philippines. And they have announced the arrival of the much-awaited Land Rover Defender 90. This short wheelbase Defender is the most capable Land Rover ever made. The Defender is one of the most iconic Land Rovers ever. It can be seen in many military institutions and law enforcement institutions, especially in British occupied and territories. Yeah. The new body architecture provides ground clearance of 226 millimeter and a maximum wading depth of 850 millimeters for off-road capabilities. That is the new Land Rover Defender 90. Yo. Next. What's next? Let's see what's next. What's next is Suzuki. Yes, Suzuki Philippines is there. Suzuki Philippines has launched the new Ciaz, their refreshed version of the Suzuki Ciaz. Staying true to the Ciaz theme of Up Your Game, the Suzuki Compact Sedan now offers an enhanced driver and passenger experience. The new Ciaz sports improvements from its fresh exterior design to its revamped interior. All these go well with the familiar, reliable driving performance of the Suzuki Ciaz. And finally, for our last industry news for today, the new BMW X3M and X4M competition. This was unveiled, offering a more exhilarating M experience through the revamped high-performance model. The latest generation versions reaffirmed the BMW X3M competition and new BMW X4M competition as standout models in their respective sports activity vehicle and sports activity coupe segments. So this is the new BMW M line in the X3 and X4 crossover series. And that's our industry news for the day. By the way, I'd like to introduce to you the Sparco Corsa intelligent car and motorcycle smart battery charger. This is a battery charger. It's not the huge chargers that you're used to. These are small trickle chargers that do charge your batteries intelligently. Magaling to. This is good. This is good because you can do it at home. Diba? Just hook it up to your car batteries. Makita mo naman yung red, syempre positive, yung black, negative. Diba? Tapos kabit mo lang doon sa power outlet ninyo. Diba? And then, it trickle charges. Pwedeng trickle charge, pwedeng fast charge, but I suggest using trickle charge when you use this para mas healthy yung battery ninyo. This is the Sparco Corsa intelligent car and motorcycle smart battery charger. Di ba? Pwedeng 6 or 12 volt ang china-charge ninyo, di ba? Multi-electric secured against overload. O, yan, di ba? Intuitive LED lights, pinakikita sa iyo yung outline ng charging status, safe, at ang design ay ultra-compact, portable, at magaang. Diba? This product offers external attachment holes to prevent from sleeping. Yan. Ito po ang gagamitin ninyo para i-charge yung mga baterya ninyo. Minsan napapansin nyo yan eh. The best na mapapansin nyo yan kung mahina na ang baterya ninyo sa aircon. Diba? Yung minsan pagka nag-minor ka or nag-idling ka, biglang humihina yung buga ng aircon nyo. Diba? May posibilidad na mahina na yung baterya nyo. Sa akin yun ang palaging senyales. So what I do is, I hook it up to my Corsa, Sparco Corsa battery charger. Diba? Iwan ko lang siya overnight. Total, nakaparado naman yung kotse ko sa bahay. Kakabit ko siya, tapos kaka-charge ko siya overnight. The next day, okay na naman yung baterya ko. Diba? You can you can buy this Sparco Corsa intelligent car and motorcycle smart battery charger at all Blade branches nationwide. Marami po tayong Blade branches, lalong-lalo na sa mga mall. Magbubukas na ho ang mall. At syempre online at blade.ph o pwede nyo rin orderin sa Grab at Sing app. Diba? Pwede nyo rin orderin doon. I-deliver din sa inyo ng Blade yung bibilihin ninyo. Ito po. Okay. Yan ang ating Corsa Sparco battery charger. Edi raffle na tayo. Oh, yan. Ito na tayo sa favorite part of the show. Raffle. Lahat kayo, raffle na kayo dito eh. Bilisan nyo mag-type ha. Bilisan nyo mag-type. Pag hindi kayo umabot sa 20 seconds, sa pwera ka ulit kayo. Spin na tayo, idol. Spin. Dun. Sherwin Golmes. Golmes. O, bigyan kita ng 20 seconds. Sherwin Golmes. Sherwin Golmes. Bigyan kita ng 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sherwin Golmes. 12. Sherwin Golmes. 13. Sherwin Golmes. 14. Sherwin Golmes, 15. Sherwin Golmes, 16. 17. 18 going, 19 going, 20 gone. Sorry, Sherwin. Sorry. Oh, wala. Wala. Tingnan natin. Wala talaga. Wala talaga. Sige, spin ulit. Maricar Legaspi. Maricar Legaspi. Iba, present na lang ng present eh. Di ba? Maricar Legaspi. Oh, ikaw na. Bigyan kita ng 20 seconds. Magbibilang na ako ngayon ng 1 Maricar, 2 Maricar, 3 Maricar, 4 Maricar, 5 Maricar, 6 Maricar, 7 Maricar, 8 Maricar, 9 Maricar, 10 Maricar, nako Maricar 11, nako Maricar 12, nako Maricar 13, nako Maricar 14, 15 Maricar, 16 Maricar, 17 Maricar, 18 going, 19 going, 20 gone. Sorry Maricar, sorry. Dami pa naman nag-aabang oh. Di ba? Game! Kunin mo na yung present na kagad dyan para present na. Di ba? MJ Herman! Nakita ka kita MJ kanina dyan. Di ba? MJ Herman. You have 20 seconds. I'll start counting now. 1 MJ Herman. 2 MJ Herman. 3 MJ Herman. 4 MJ Herman. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 MJ Herman, 11 MJ Herman, 12 MJ Herman, 13 MJ Herman, 14 MJ Herman, 15, 16, 17, 18 going, 19 going, 20 gone. Naku, nakakatatlo na tayo. Sorry talaga. Sorry mga boss. Diba? Sorry. Diba? Sorry. Spin ulit. Oh, ang daming present eh. Oh. Excited na excited eh. Diba? Tapos yung natatawag natin, absent. Janet Marinas! Janet Marinas! I will count to 20. I will count to 20. Your 20 starts now. Janet 1. Janet 2, Janet 3, Janet 4, Janet 5, Janet 6, Janet, ayun na, si Janet Marinas, present. Ayun na. Umabot. Janet Marinas, congratulations. Finally, we have a winner, Janet Servillon Marinas. Thank you very much. Thank you for your joining our program. Makipag-ugnayan ka. Get in touch with our tech guys, with the guys in charge of our chat, and give them your contact details so we will know how you can get your Blade Auto Center price. All right. That's it. For me. And I will see you in a little while. In the meantime, don't forget to watch our other people throughout the week. Buong linggo ho, meron kaming lineup para sa inyo, para ma-entertain kayo. Sa Monday, si Senpai Kaso yan para sa iisang pangarap. Love tuwing Tuesdays for Blade Moto. Every Wednesdays, Blade Stories by Mr. Wright. On Thursdays, I do Our Daily Drive. Bloody Boom every Friday with Jack Logan. What's Up Bladers every Saturday with Macho Bibo. And Blade Stories Reloaded naman with Mr. Wright every Sunday. That is our lineup every week. Don't forget to keep on watching. And thank you. Kita-kits pa rin sa country's largest car accessories chain store, ang Blade Auto Center. My name is Ira Panganiban. I gotta go. Bye-bye. You have a good day.
Minsan ay nasa taas. walang katapusan. Huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Bagong araw ay bagong umpisa. Sa bawat pagbagsak ay pagkakataong umangat. Huwag patatayin sa pagsubok na dumarating. Sa kadiliman mas magniningning ang liwanag mo. Magtungan tayo, huwag kang susuko. Tuloy mo ang laban. Tuloy mo ang Buhay patuloy na dumadaloy. Minsan kalmado, tahimik, minsan lumaragasan. Parang laging nadadala. Huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Hugot ng lakas, huwag mag-alala. Sa bawat pagbagsak ay pagkakataong umangat. Huwag patatayin sa pagsubok na dumarating. Sa kadiliman mas magniningning ang liwanag mo. Magtungan tayo, huwag kang susuko. Tuloy mo ang laban. Tuloy mo ang Ang paglalakbay nagsisimula sa unang hakbang at makakaya pag may kasama ka.
Hey there guys, Saber here. Welcome back to Blade Radio. Here we're always pushing the pedal when it comes to bringing you the best mix of driving music and high quality, value for money car products and services.
You got Edge right here too, and you are absolutely right, Saber. It's all here under one roof. And what's more, our friendly and attentive staff is always on hand to give you expert advice on the latest car products available.
Of course, Blade offers top industry brands like Sparco, 3M, Dub, Meguiar's, Pioneer, Mothers, Garment, and many more, all of course at a very reasonable price.
We hope you enjoy your visit here at Blade Auto Center. Meanwhile, let's get right back to the music. Keep it here and always remember, if it's Blade, it's better.